Hello guys, I hope everybody's doing amazing tonight. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I'm coming to you from Canberra, Australia, the nation's capital. So most people don't know that Canberra is the nation's capital. So I'm bringing you my 30-day money hello Monica, my 30-day manifesting blitz, and today I want to talk to you about living from the space of having what you desire. So let me know where you're tuning in from. I'd love to know where you're living. I'm babbling because it's late. Mahlzeit, Monica. Monica's a friend of mine from Germany. How awesome! We have Germany in the house. So I was chatting with a lady today because I do the free manifesting mastery calls, and a lot of people, and it's always the same thought processes that are going on. There's a reason why you're pushing away the things that you desire. Now, living from the space of having what you desire, what is that? How does that work? What does it look like? So living from the space of having what you desire is stepping into your imagination. Neville Goddard says that imagination is like God. It's like God consciousness. It's the creative force in the universe, or in us humans. So he says imagination is everything. And everything that is on the planet was first imagined. It was first a thought. Nothing can come from the non-physical realm into the physical realm without it first being an idea. So an idea pops into your head, and then you imagine that idea. You build upon that idea to having what it is that you want. So everything that ever existed was first a thought. So if you look at your life, for example, everything that you're experiencing is a thought manifested. So what thoughts are you thinking? Have a bit of a think about that. Look at your external world and say, okay, well, what thoughts do I have that have manifested or that have materialized what I experience in my reality? If we focus on living on, well, most of us are imagining the worst case that can happen. We're imagining the things that we don't want. And then when you imagine the things that you don't want, that's what shows up. Imagination is creative. So how do we live in imagination, in a state of imagination that will bring to us what we truly desire? So, all right, so what do you want to experience in your life? And play this game, play this energy game with yourself to test the universe. You can kind of like test the universe and to see what it's going to bring and deliver to you, and see how your imagination creates reality. So picture something that you want to experience in your life. Think about something that you believe is doable and that you believe or that you really desire. Then imagine yourself in that reality. So what does it look like? What does it feel like? Now you've got to imagine yourself living from the energy of that and not of the energy of that. Does that make sense? So you see yourself, when you imagine yourself doing something, don't imagine yourself watching yourself experiencing it, because that separates you. That's kind of like third party. That's external. You've got to bring that imagination. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Amulet. You've got to bring that imagination as though it's happening right now. So you step into the vision of what you desire via your imagination. Now, we used to, I remember in my reports when I was at school, I would get reports saying, well, if Anna stopped daydreaming, she'd do better in class. But I'm glad I'm a daydreamer, because I like to dream, because dreams are there for us to experience. They're for us there to call it in. You call in your dreams. You call in your imaginations or your visions through your imagination. So you step into the reality of that. So see yourself living from the energy of the desire, from the imagination. So think of something that you want. Hi, Lisa. Think of something that you want to experience, whether it's anything you can imagine. If you're doing workshops, having a full workshop, if you imagine being invited on a trip, or you're imagining having a dinner in a beautiful romantic place, or you're imagining a windfall of some money, or whatever it is that you desire. Remember, you are a creative force. You are a creative force of the universe. You create your reality. You have this the universal consciousness power that flows through you for you to have anything you desire. It's the nature of our reality. But people don't know that. People live in, what's the word for it? They live in response to reality instead of the creation of your reality. So, okay, so what is it? Let's have a look. What is it like to imagine your new reality, or imagine something that you want to attract into your life? So if you think from it, which means you step into it with full energy, you've almost got to step into it with such crystal clear clarity that if you close your eyes and you're imagining a scenario, you're imagining experiencing something, you close your eyes and you imagine it with crystal clear clarity, and you don't open your eyes until you actually feel like you're in that experience. You feel like you're on that ship, or you feel like you're in that car, or you feel like you're in that job, or whatever it is that you want to attract or you want to experience. Step into the reality of that, because the reality of that already exists. Everything already exists in the ethereal realm. Your imagination draws it to you. Your imagination is the key to attracting it. Your imagination is the future version of you. What are you imagining? Most people aren't imagining, well, I was saying that earlier, most people are imagining the worst scenario. They don't understand how they are creative. You are a creative being. You are a force of nature. This is my dream and my desire, to understand reality, to grasp reality, so that to the point that I can visualize and attract anything that I desire. My goal is to master reality and teach others to do the same, because we're unbelievable. If you knew how magnificent you are, you could never doubt. If you knew how incredible you are, you would not settle. You would not settle for a mediocrity or a mediocre life, because you can have whatever you desire. It's about learning the tools to creating that. And most of us are living in the past. We're living in the past that's gone. The past is gone. It can touch you not. So imagine, I like to think about being dropped onto the planet all of a sudden today, in this moment, without knowing about anything about the past, without even remembering anything. If you could live from that perspective, or imagine you've just been dropped onto this planet today with understanding and knowledge, but there's no resentment, there's no guilt, there's no shame, there's no any negative emotion. Imagine how you would look at life. You would then be able to create in life, because you've got nothing holding you back. You've got no blocks. So it's just understanding about imagination. So imagine, as I was saying, imagine what you want to experience with your eyes closed. When you've got some space and you've got some space to yourself, picture something in your mind, to the point where it's so crystal clear that you feel as though you're in it, to the point that when you open your eyes, you're actually surprised that you're here. Practice that. That is the key. That is the tool. That is the secret of creating what you desire. That is the secret that pulls in that reality into your experience. Practice this. This takes practice. I've been doing this for a while now, and it really does. It's like a muscle. It's like a muscle that you have to strengthen, that you have to exercise in order to be able to stay focused long enough to draw that to you, focused long enough to experience the reality of that. And when you do these things, don't share it with people, because it's your own personal journey. Keep that kind of information, locked away, safe in your heart, because if you have doubt, if you share something with someone that I'm going to manifest this, or I'm imagining this, etc., they could poo-poo it. And if somebody poo-poos it, then your belief goes back, and your belief, you start to question and you start to doubt. Just do this, practice this. What's one thing that you want to manifest? One thing that you want to experience in your reality? Then step into the imagination of that thing. What does it look like? What will you be doing? Where will you be sitting? How will you be feeling? I know I'm doing this visualization with something. I'm not going to share what it is until it happens. And then I can say, well, it's happened, but practice that. So live from the energy of that thing, as though you're stepping into it and looking at it from the perspective of your own eyes, not in third person, but your own eyes, and feel it. See what happens. It'll change the energy in your body. It will start drawing or shifting particles of matter to come to you. It's incredible. Hi Lynette, good to see you. So try it. Your imagination is key. It's the way to create the desires that you want. So most people, as I was saying before, most people don't understand this. Oh, Lisa said she did this when she manifested a new car. Yay, absolutely. You step into the reality of that. Actually, I was at a company conference. When was that? I think 2015. And there was 15,000 people. It was in Macau. We're in this auditorium in the Venetian, I think it was the Venetian Hotel in Macau. And the auditorium was massive with 15,000 people, and they were giving away Mercedes-Benz. Okay, so I think they were giving away 3 Mercedes-Benz. And of course, this was quite a few years ago, so I wasn't fully into this material that I am today. But I was, of course, imagining winning the Mercedes. And all of a sudden, so they were drawing out these numbers, and we had these numbers hanging around our neck. All of a sudden, there's a squeal happening behind me. The girl that was sitting behind me, she won a Mercedes. And I said, because she was from Australia, we were in the same business, and we all traveled to Macau. And I said to her, later on, how did you do it? She goes, I visualized. She said, what did she say to me? She goes, The Secret, the movie The Secret? I go, yes. She goes, that's how I did it. So it's powerful. It's really powerful, but it takes discipline. Our monkey minds, and I was saying this in another video, our monkey minds have about 60,000 thoughts a day. It takes really strong discipline to be able to hold the focus long enough on one thing for it to start to materialize. Now, the most powerful window or opportunity where you can magnify this visualization or this imagination the most is the time just after you've gone to sleep. So go to sleep, don't go to sleep, go to bed now and get comfortable and get completely relaxed. Now, it's the space between relaxation and falling asleep. That window is the gap where thought has completely subsided. That is the gap, the most powerful gap for manifestation. And then you go into sleep with the energy of that thing that you desire. So pick one thing, whether it's restoring relationships, whether it's creating a new relationship, whatever it is that you want to desire to experience. Imagine it before you go to sleep. Imagine it with such crystal clear reality from the vision of that, not of the vision of that, but from the vision of that. And let it move matter. Let it inspire you. Let it become your new reality and see what happens. Okay, and I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below if you've experienced anything like that, or how you did it, or if you go away and practice this. Because sometimes, it could take a few days for something to manifest, or a letter in the mail, or anything that you desire. It could take a few days, a few weeks, a few months. As long as you stay with it, stay with the thought. The stronger the imagination of that vision or that picture, the clearer it becomes, and the stronger the pull into your reality. So give me some hearts and likes if it resonates with you. Share it if you want to empower somebody else to step into this incredible, powerful manifesting process. And I will talk to you again tomorrow. I'm almost at the end of my 30-day manifesting blitz. Ladies, come and join us in the Journey to Manifesting official Facebook group, where we do deeper work in there, and I will see you again tomorrow. So have a good night, and let me know, comment, put some comments down below. Hi Adam, good to see you. So comment down below if there's anything you want me to do a video about, or anything you need some clarity on. More than happy to help you. It's my goal to inspire people around the world. It's my goal to empower people to live their natural state. Their natural state is of being able to attract anything that they want. Their natural state is love. Their natural state is abundance, where nothing is lacking. Hi Luann. So I'll see you all again tomorrow. Let me know if you want me to do a live on something. Come and join us in the group. Only women. Well, Adam, I can chat with you about that. So yeah, absolutely, you can join us too. So I will talk to you all again tomorrow. Happy manifesting. Go into bed tonight. Imagine something that you want to experience. Imagine living from the experience, not of the experience, but from the experience, and see what happens. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.